leading the league in runs scored coming in after that performance last night, but he's out of there. Here's Delta Cleary Jr., and Parch misses low at 93. First pitch time coming at 11:09 a.m. Here's the 1-0, and that misses upstairs. I have no idea what the stadium thermometer says through the daylight. It is mostly cloudy. Can you tell?
Looks like 60.
All right. It's the 2-0. And a fastball low, appeal to third. Tim McCaffrey says no swing. Our plate ump is Bill Reuter and Ian Kelly at first base. Some sunshine trying to poke its way through. Cleary at 271. He had a big game last night as well. Those two at the top were unstoppable. It's the 3-0. And it finds the outside corner, a called strike. Cleary was 2 for 5, and he scored 3. Lentini was 3 for 6, and he scored 4. Parch the pitch, and a swing and a pop-up foul out of play, left field side. It's another windy day, as you can hear down at field level. It's kicking up some of the dirt on the warning track to the right of home plate. Winds will be upwards of 20 miles an hour today. 3-2, and he missed high. Cleary will take the one-out walk. Parch has made 105 starts in his career. The last one was 2 seasons ago at AAA. It's his most recent start, and that was with Sacramento. Made 2 the year before that at AAA Louisville. But coming up, career high 25 starts, or check that, 28 in 2011, and now nails Nolan Reimold with the first pitch right in the lower back. So a hit batter following the walk, and the Ducks with 2 men on. And Matt, the Revs have led the league by a wide margin in hit by pitches early this season. That puts another one on.
Yeah, Daryl, that's number 12 on the year, and it's a statistic that I'm not really sure what to make of, because their ERA isn't terrible. Their walks have been better, but they certainly have a propensity to go after guys inside.
Here's Mark Krause, who, the left-hand power hitter in the middle with that wind blowing out to right center, is a dangerous look, and he had a big night last night. Parch the pitch, and it misses high and wide. Krause hit a home run the other way in left center here on Monday night, and then last night had a 3 RBI game, 2 for 3, also a sac fly. Comes in today hitting 300 with a homer and 9 driven in. That's tied for 3rd most in the league. Pitch to him, it's up and outside. Tejeda will take a step in front of the plate and throw back, trying to give Parch a little encouragement without spending a visit. Sun shining brightly through now as the clouds part a little bit overhead. It's become a bright day here in the first inning. Parch is ready. And the 2-0, that misses up high. They got the first out on 1 pitch, but a little bit off here in the first inning with a walk, a hit batter. Now 3-0 to Krause as he tries to find it. Now delivers, and he pours that one through, a called strike. 3-1. Oh, geez, they picked Krause as the K-man today. Daring move. Parch ready with it. And the 3-1. Swing and a line drive to center, base hit. At third is Cleary. Kevin Baez sends him. Thomas overran it. First run of the game scores. Throw comes into second, and it's 1-0. Reimold goes around to third base on the play. And Mark Krause has driven in his 6th run in this series, his 10th of the year, and it's a 1-0 Long Island lead.
Well, that's what happens when you walk guys and hit guys. You give base runners on board for guys who can drive them in, and Krause on fire right now at the plate, doing just that.
At first and third for Cody Puckett. He's hitting at .297 with a home run and 5 ribbies. He's been hot as well. First pitch is over for a strike, a slider from Parch. Parch will go fastball, low 90s, change-up, slider. So he's got enough pitches to be a starting pitcher. There's the 0-1, and a breaking ball missed inside. Parch last season is still working as a late inning reliever, 4 saves at AAA, the rest of the time setting up at Indianapolis, and 2 outings in the big leagues with Pittsburgh. 1-1, and a swing and a miss. Good slider down and away. In the minors, he made 27 starts in 09, 25 in 2010, 28 the following year. A couple of years where he didn't have any relief outings. There's the 1-2. And a called third strike. Slider on the outside corner. He freezes Puckett. And a strikeout for out number 2.
And hopefully that can get Parch going here in the first after 3 straight runners reach. And for Parch, if he can locate that slider on the outside corner, he can be very effective. Just going to be key that he keeps the fastball low in the zone, because that's where he's been hit hard so far this season when he gets it up.
So first and third with 2 outs. Angelo Sonko, the hitter for Long Island. First pitch to him. He swings and misses, chasing a high hard one up at the letters. Sonko hitting .219, couple of home runs, including one that he hit here last night in the 3rd inning. And the wind blowing that direction again today, right center. 0-1. And he swings, pops a foul back. Parch got in on his hands. And he has the stuff to do that. Fastball at 93. Sonko couldn't get around on it. 1-0 Long Island in the first. Parch trying to limit the damage. The Merced, California native to the plate. And way high. Tejeda had to reach above the helmet for it. Now 1-2, his 20th pitch of the first inning. And he fires. Runner goes from first, and a swing and a miss. A slider down out of the zone gets Sonko. He ends the first inning with back-to-back strikeouts. Ducks do score the game's first run on only 1 hit, and they leave him at the corners. We played a half inning in the day game today. It's the Ducks 1 and the Revs coming up.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit YorkSleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit YorkSleep.com to learn more.
Hey Revs fans, get points or great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
Your teams, all the time. Your only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Nothing. Long Island the lead, scoring a first inning run for Dennis O'Grady, who makes his first start of the season here today. No record in 3 outings in relief. He's gone 7 scoreless innings to begin his year. Only 3 hits given up, 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. And the Rebs will see him for the first time here today. First year with Long Island. The Ducks did announce their Game 2 starter Tyler Levine, and Steve Janis will be going for York in the nightcap tonight. Alonzo Harris will lead things off. Harris at .350 coming in, 6th in the league entering play today. Harris, Robinson, and Guzman, the top 3 here in the day game. Grady out of the stretch to start. The converted reliever fires, and Harris fouls it back off the netting, makes a bird fly, perched on top of the screen behind home plate. The 0-1, and a fastball missed in tight. O'Grady just 5'9", 27-year-old righty from Floral Park, New York. He's been a reliever most of his career. It's the 1-1, and a swing and a pop-up. Shallow right, Lentini will coast in. The second baseman, Reyes, is out, and Lentini calls him off and makes the grab, 1 away.
Well, once again, keep an eye on the wind today. It's once again blowing out. The flag out there in right center. It's going straight back. We've seen a couple balls early on in this series have some pretty good carry on them. I think Reyes, the second baseman, off the bat thought it was his, but Lentini, the better play, coming in on the ball.
The 1 down, and Derek Robinson will bat. Robinson, who's hit safely in 4 straight, hitting .357, 5 for 14. Starting to get things going. He drove in 1 of the runs last night, an RBI hit early in the game. Rebs falling 8-2 last night, 8-7 the night before that. Switch hitter bats left and takes a strike in at the knees. An open stance from the left side of the plate. His front foot, the heel, is on the outside line of the box. 0-1, and it misses down and away. His back foot, obviously much closer to the plate and just inside the back line of the chalk. There's the 1-1, and a rip right side base hit. Robinson pulls it into right, and he's got a 5-game hitting streak, and the Rebs' first hit of the day.
And I think what's most impressive about this 5-game hitting streak for Robinson is the fact that he has not played every day, and when you're not getting those consistent reps against live pitching, it's often tough to get in a rhythm, but he's looked good in every opportunity, save for that very first game of the season.
Now Joel Guzman pounds the bat off his cleats a couple of times. He had the night off last night. I hope he was careful of his toe when he pounded the bat off his cleats. Had a broken toenail from a foul tip recently. First pitch is a called strike, outside corner. It's hitting at .281 coming in with a home run and 6 driven in. O'Grady with 25 career starts. Made 14 2 years ago, and back with a strike there on the outside corner, 0-2. That was between AA and AAA with the Padres 2 years ago. And those were his first starts in 4 years since his rookie year in pro ball. 0-2, and a little tap foul behind the plate. Is it San Antonio and El Paso in the El Paso or El Paso Padres system?
I've heard El Paso, but certainly not from there.
Is it tomato or is it tomato.
Well, I was told I say Lancaster wrong.
Yeah.
So.
Well, don't stop. Move to first, and Robinson diving back. Kraus dropped it. I quite like the way you pronounce Lancaster. Do they have a day game today, or might some of those fans be tuned in right now and getting offended? I know we are not the only day game in the league. It's the 0-2, and a swing and a miss. A slider away. And O'Grady got Guzman to fan on it. 2 down. What do we have, Matt, on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard?
Well, you're right. We're not the only day game, and a couple ahead of us. Somerset and New Britain scoreless in the top of the 4th. Southern Maryland ahead of Sugar Land in the top of the 3rd. It's 3-1 there. But Lancaster does not play until 6:30. They host Bridgeport.
Throw to first, and Robinson back on a dive. I know you've been working hard at that pronunciation, practicing in front of the mirror and everything.
It's like Louisville.
Louisville. Here's Burgess with Robinson at first, 2 outs. First pitch is down and away. Burgess trying to get it going. He's DHing today. He's hitting at .216, just 1 hit the last 3. Does have a home run, 3 knocked in. O'Grady, the stretch, the 1-0. And look out, broken bat roller toward the middle, and it crawls through. It's going to be a base hit. Robinson stopped at second. He scampers toward third and will make it. So the Ducks had Burgess played way over to pull in the infield, and he ended up rolling it to where Reyes ordinarily could get to the ball, but having to dive, he was unable to keep it in the infield. Robinson slid into second, thinking Reyes would get there. He popped up, saw it stop in shallow center, and broke for third. And the bat broke in half, and the barrel sailing toward first base. All are okay, though, including Burgess, who's got the hit.
And you mentioned it glanced off the leather of Reyes out there at second base, and that's what allowed Robinson to make it to third. If it gets on through clean, I think the center fielder Cleary is able to get there in time, but Reyes deadened it, and it stayed out there in shallow center.
Here's Tejeda, and a ball in the dirt. Berg blocks it. Burgess took off. Berg throws down, and it's taken in front of the bag by Reyes. Burgess is able to make it. A wild pitch. Robinson holding at third on that throw. And it's second and third now for Tejeda. The Revs down 1-0 in the first, and Isaiah's trying to give them the lift and answer right away. Burgess got the read there and took off, and Berg thought he had a chance and elected to let it fly, knowing Robinson was at third base.
Well, the Revs have really excelled in the 2-out RBI department of late. 5 in the game on Monday, another one yesterday. Let's see if Tejeda can come through.
It's the 1-0. And in the dirt, it skips to the right. Here comes Robinson, a race to the plate. He's in, standing just ahead of the tag from O'Grady. And the Revs tie the game at 1. It's another wild pitch. He went in standing, which allowed his toe to touch the corner of the plate quicker, just before O'Grady could reach down with a tag.
A really heads-up play there by Robinson to go in upright. A lot of times you'll see a play at the plate, guys automatically go into the slide, but he knew he could run through the plate much like you would first base, and it, like you said, allows him to get there faster.
So the Revs get a little boost from back-to-back wild pitches. Burgess at third. And here's the 2-0 to Tejeda. A fastball, and it's over for a strike. First run allowed by O'Grady after 7 2/3 scoreless to start his season. 1-1 game. And the right-hander's set at the belt. 2-1, and a fastball strike. Outside corner of the plate. Tejeda at 233 coming in with a home run, 4 knocked home. He DH'd last night, back behind the plate in the day game today. Each catcher will start one of the games. 2-2. And a liner down the line in left field, but he pulls it foul. That thing sailed. It had some air under it and some backspin, and flew all the way toward the corner, but foul off the bat. I wonder if the wind made that a little closer to the line than it started. But he knew it was foul when it left the lumber. 2-2. And O'Grady home with it in the dirt and blocked off to the left by Berg. It'll be a full count. It's the third one that O'Grady's dumped in the dirt to Tejeda. Should be a little bit less windy tonight from what we had seen on the forecast. But it sure is unpredictable, isn't it? Here's the stretch. And now the 3-2. Missed outside. Good eye from Tejeda. O'Grady with a couple of bags open through a 3-2 slider. And it was tracking on the zone most of the way, but Tejeda recognized it and laid off. So a walk, and they're at the corners for Brian Pounds, who's been hot. 4 straight games with a 2-out RBI through the game on Monday night. A couple more hits last night. First pitch is on the outer edge, a called strike. Comes in at 3-10 with 5 driven in. O'Grady ready. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss, a slider that Pounds was trying to tee up. That one slicing right through the strike zone, but enough movement on it. Jared Mitchell on deck. He's got the hoodie under his jersey on a little bit cooler day. Pitch to Pounds is down and outside. 1-2. Tied at 1 here in the first inning. On the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball away at 90. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for O'Grady, and he leaves runners at the corners, as did Parch. But the Revs scored to tie it up, a run on 2 hits, and it's a 1-1 game. We've played an inning here in the morning game from Peoples Bank Park.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
This week is National Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Take a walk in downtown York and you'll quickly discover the many small businesses that make our city so unique. Did you know that for every $100 you spend at a local business, 68 stay in your community? Small businesses provide jobs for 2 out of every 3 Americans, creating a job market of over 56 million people. Again, that's Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
1-1 game. We've played an inning here this morning at Peoples Bank Park. Both starters having to work in that first inning, and both are coming in out of the team's respective bullpens. So I think Mace was hoping for 50 pitches, maybe 3 innings from Parch. He's at 21 through 1 inning. And he does have Tyrell Harris foregoing his side session bullpen today to be available to pitch in game. Tonight, Steve Janis facing Tyler Levine, and for Long Island, that's expected to be a Johnny All-Staff night. So if the Revs can get into the Ducks bullpen early in Game 1, they're expecting to have to go to it again in Game 2. Here's Alex Berg to lead things off. That wind really whipping out to right. First pitch slider is a called strike. Berg hitting at .265, 2 home runs. He has caught all 3 games in this series. It's the 0-1, and he swings, pops a foul up, heading off to the roof, first base side. Parch winds and delivers, and that missed high. Unfortunately for the Revs, I think Long Island's taken a little bit better advantage of the wind in the first 2 games. A couple home runs out that way. The wind and the 1-2, and a tapper foul, third base side. Parch up with Pittsburgh last season, 5 stints, 5 different call-ups. Only did get in the 2 games. He fires, and a swing and a miss in the dirt. Tejeda the block and the tag, and Curtis Parch has struck out 3 in a row. 1 down here in the second inning. Back in 2014, his previous season in the majors, which was with Cincinnati, he appeared in 6 games but had 7 different call-ups. So he wore out the AAA to Major League ticket a few times. Here's Dan Lyons, who takes a slider strike, hitting at 184. Parch with the pitch, and a fastball missed high. A little bit higher pitched crowd here today. Chance of Let's Go Revs from one of the school groups. Pitch to Lyons, swing and a miss. Another good slider, and Parch really starting to use that pitch effectively.
Well, he broke off a couple sharp ones in the first inning. I think he's realized that that's his best pitch here today, and he's using it as his number 1.
He deals, and in the dirt, Tejeda blocked it. Parch in his career at AAA, a .352 ERA, over 10 Ks per 9 in the last 4 years. He deals, fastball up, and it'll be a full count. Made his Major League debut June 2013 against the Cardinals. Now delivers, and a pop fly right field. The wind will push this back on Mitchell, who backs up fairly deep, but plenty of room, and he'll make the grab in right field, 2 away. Did you see the lizards on the way in today?
There are a bunch of animals out here. Lizards, snakes. There were some birds. Big ones, too. And I think, Daryl, I see some horses out in right center field.
You sure do. Here's Elmer Reyes, who looks at a ball low and away. Parch asking for a new ball, tosses that one in. There was a barn owl with orange eyes that stared right through me as I walked down the first base concourse. Here's a swing and a miss. Parch goes off speed. I saw that Al's eyes and just kept moving. He's going to win that staring contest all day. Here's a foul back off the net. Sends a bird flying off the screen. 1-2. Reyes at 368. 5th in the league in batting coming in. Parch looking for a bounce back inning to settle in. And he delivers. Swinging a bounce foul, third base side. 2013, when he was called up with the Reds, his third outing was a highlight outing. He went 4 scoreless in a game at Wrigley and gave up only 1 hit. He had transitioned to relief the previous year. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 2-2. Played in the Arizona Fall League Rising Star game with Billy Hamilton coming up in the Reds system. There's the 2-2. And a bouncer foul, third base side. Parch was drafted out of Merced Junior College in Merced, California. Same school that produced Doug Fister. There a couple of years before Curtis. He deals, and up high, Reyes started but stopped. They appealed to first, and he did not go. Parch taken by the Giants in 05, but stayed in school, and then the Reds made him a 27th round pick in 07. Pitch to Reyes, he bounces a foul, third base side again. He spoils that one, and keeps it alive, 3-2. A 1-1 game here in the second inning in game 1. Another payoff pitch. And a liner toward the middle, base hit. Reyes with another hit. And this one back up the box, a 2-out single. A second hit for Long Island.
I think if you're Parch, you don't mind that hit as much as the one in the first inning, especially the walk and the hit by pitch as well. That one off the end of the bat and just was able to reach forward and hit it back up the middle. But with 2 strikes, I mean, you tip your hat and move on.
I would assume if they ever rest one of these guys at the top of the order, Reyes would be up there. And he'll turn it over for Lentini. First offering is high and tight. Lentini smoked one to third on the first pitch of the game, but lined out. The way he's swinging, you might need him to hit it at somebody to get him out. It's the 1-0. Reyes takes off, pitches a strike. Tejeda to throw to second, and he's in there. Harris trying to make a backhand pick and then reach back for a tag. Second baseman on the cover, and Reyes has the steal. Long Island 22 for 23 in steals as a team now. They've run amok. They lead the league in steals and home runs with 11. Tied for third in hitting at 261 as a team. Here's the 1-1. And a line drive base hit to left. Reyes to third. They'll have to stop him. Robinson fires in quickly. Pounds a leaping cutoff, and Lentini's caught. Throw to second. Harris runs, tosses off to Guzman, and the run scores. Lentini stayed in the rundown long enough. And now off to Pounds, who finally tags him out, but the run scores. And the Revs lost sight of Reyes at third, who broke for the plate, and Lentini kept it alive long enough.
I think he did that on purpose, to be honest with you, Daryl. He has such good speed, and he's playing so well right now. I think he pretty much just toyed with the Revs right there and said, catch me if you can.
So he turns it into a run. 2 hits in the inning, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. Long Island up 2-1.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
One of downtown York's newest gems, Revival Social Club, is the place to be to spice up your cuisine. From carefully constructed cocktails to hand-picked produce and everything in between, Revival offers an imaginative, globally inspired menu, great for happy hour, a nice dinner with the family, or reserve our space for a private party or corporate lunch. Stop by and experience our creative dining. That's Revival Social Club, 19 North George Street in York. Or check us out online at revivalsocialclubyork.com.
For local sports on your smartphone, search WOIK at the App Store.
Long Island right back on top, 2-1. Each team has scored in each of the first 3 half innings of this game. And Jared Mitchell will lead things off here in the bottom of the second. Dennis O'Grady out of the stretch, and he fires inside on Mitchell, who had shown a bunt, and pulled it back. He's hitting at 167. He's got some big hits, but only 5 for 30 early on. 1-0, and that's a strike called down in the zone. Mitchell, Dent, and Thomas here in the second inning. One, and that missed low. Mitchell checked his swing on the appeal. Our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest today. Mickey Eicherle is our contestant. Good luck, Mick. The Revs go yard, you win. Prize pack from the team and Heritage Lawn. Here's the 2-1. And a shot hit deep to right field. Lentini looking, it's gone! We've got a winner. And Jared Mitchell with a home run. He parks it right out over Cannonball Charlie's head in right field. It's a 2-2 game, and Mitchell connects on his first of the year. Ask and you shall receive. The Revs with their 6th home run, 6 different hitters. And Mitchell with his first. Mickey Eicherle a winner on our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest. Stop by the Apple Chevrolet ticket office, claim your goods. Here's Ryan Dent, who takes up high. We should just announce that before every hitter. A 2-2 game. 1-0, and a pop-up foul, back and out of play. So Mitchell now 6 hits for the year, 5 for extra bases. It's the 1-1 and a pop-up at first base. Mark Krause will settle underneath it and makes the 2-hand grab, 1 down. Mitchell hit it right over the corner of the right field fence, where it goes from, I believe it's 15 feet down to 8. Right at the very end of the picnic area. Here's Brandon Thomas getting another start. Pitch is swung on, yanked down the line in right field, and that'll hit the clubhouse on the fly, but just foul behind that last tent. It hit the bricks on the fly, but Thomas just a hair early on it.
And it didn't even look like he swung that hard. It looked like a flick of the wrist, and that ball traveled about 350 feet.
Thomas 1 for 7 at the plate. He certainly has power as part of the package. The 0-1, and it's a called strike. O'Grady staying away from him after that first swing that he took. 0-2. It's the stretch and the pitch, and that's down in the dirt. Thomas, 25-year-old. Former 8th round pick of the Yankees in 2013. He actually shares the exact same birth date as Isaiah Tejeda, October 28th, 1991. Pitch is swung on and foul tip. Just got a piece, and that got more than a piece of Alex Berg, the catcher, who drops to all fours. And we'll try to shake it off. Phil Reuter giving him some time, walking the new ball to the mound. Can't protect all of it. Berg got that one somewhere that the shin guards were not. Catchers hate taking time for themselves as well. They want to keep it moving for their pitcher, but gingerly squat back down. 2-2 on Thomas. And O'Grady with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball away, got him. And he's got his third strikeout. So 2 down after the home run. Take a look at our Wellspan Sports Medicine injury report. Revs have Logan Williamson hopefully missing just one start with the calf. And Chris Cody starting a throwing program to build back up. Here's Alonzo Harris. And a slider for a called strike. Jackson Federle, our stadium ops man, is sidelined about a week with a shoulder injury from the tarp. 0-1 and a swing and a miss. He also hurt his ego the other night when he took a mutter.
Well, he walked into our office that morning, was discussing the wind and the weather, and said, someone's going to go down with the tarp tonight, but I really don't think he thought it was going to be him.
No, he's a strong lad, but can get the best of him. But I don't know what hurts worse, the shoulder or the ego. Pitch to Harris is down and away, 1-2. But he's also on our Wellspan Sports Medicine injury report. Harris a fly out his first time. Pitch to him, and he lines it into center field, base hit. O'Grady tried to stay away with the cutter. Harris was right on it and takes it right back up the middle. Revs with their fourth hit. Long Island had Jim Fuller down with some soreness, one of their relievers. I want to give a shout out to Shannon Wong, former Revs marketing team member who's watching on York Revs TV today. Probably should be doing work, but is not. Here's Derek Robinson, who looks at a ball in the dirt. Actually, she's probably multitasking, working and watching, so. Shannon, good to have you on board. Revs fan for life. Robinson singled and scored in the first. She probably wants to know how we know that. It's just magic. We know everybody that's tuned in. It was a called strike. Robinson actually went around, said the plate umpire, attempting to check it. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-2 game here in the second inning. And a move to first. Harris dives back. He's 4 for 6 in stolen base attempts. Got the noisiest group of students on the third base side, all in orange today. Pitch is tapped softly in front of the mound. O'Grady is in, and he'll guide it on to first in time to end the inning. Robinson out on a swinging bunt, but the Rebs tie it back up. Jared Mitchell's first home run of the year. 2 hits in the inning, 1 man left. We go to the third, it's a 2-2 score.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local and national sports. The Big Sports Talker also has you covered with news throughout the day. Catch statewide updates on news and sports from Radio PA. Stock reports with Your Money Now, mornings and afternoons. And national news updates every hour from Westwood One. Stay up to date while getting your sports fix all day. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Top of the third, it's a 2-2 game. We've got picket fences on that scoreboard here early on today. A run in every half inning. Dowda Cleary Jr. will lead off the third for Long Island. He walked and scored in the first. And Parch's first pitch is in for a strike. It's only Cleary's 6th run scored of the series. 0-1, and that's down low. Gusty winds here this morning. There's the wind and the pitch. And a swing and a looper serve to shallow center. Harris is out, and he runs it down. Not past Alonzo, you don't. He read it off the bat, and going out into shallow right center has the play for out number 1.
Well, we were in Mace's office yesterday before the game and talking about Alonzo Harris and the range he has out there, and he was telling us that when Ryan Dent went down a couple games ago and Travis Witherspoon said, "Come on, Ryan, you better get up. We don't have much depth in the infield."
Here's Reimold, who lays off low.
And Alonzo Harris was quick to chime in and said, "Skip, just stick me right up the middle. I'll get everything."
Pitch is fouled off first base side. I actually believe him from what we've seen. And it's not just overall speed. He's got such a quick first step, too. 1-1. And that misses up high. He's got those fast twitch muscles. Reimold hit by a pitch in the first inning. It's the 2-1. And a foul tip behind the plate.
And he also takes really good angles to the ball. It always seems like he takes the most direct route, and speed doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't get a good read and don't take the right angle, but when you combine those things, I mean, it seems like his range is limitless.
There's the windup, the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Parch with the high fastball. Strikes out Nolan Reimold, his 4th strikeout here in the first 3 innings today. Two down, and Mark Krause to the plate. Parch was a little shaky command-wise in the first inning, but his last 2 frames have been much better. Krause an RBI single in the first, and Parch missing high, glanced off Tejeda's glove and rolled back. They had the unfortunate run last inning on the rundown, but other than that, he's retired 6 of the last 8. A couple 2-out hits last inning. Maybe that run should have never scored. Here's a foul back to the screen. It's a ball and a strike. Slider usage has been good. Fastball at 93. Got the strikeout on that with Reimold. Pitch to Krause, a change-up away. And now 2-1. Our K-man today at the plate. Pitch is swung on and missed. The slider down out of the zone, 2-2. 2-2 pitch, and a slider in the dirt. Krause checked as they appeal it. Rudders brought our dinner last night. In the mood for some Moz sticks here from Rudders. It's the payoff pitch. Fastball a little high. So Krause ends up with the 2-out walk. Parch is at 58 pitches, a little bit more than they had cautiously anticipated today, but he feels good. Letting him go a little bit longer, trying to get through 3. Here's Cody Puckett, who struck out in the first. First pitch, a slider, it's a called strike. We're tied at 2 here in the 3rd inning. I'm going to go visit the Reptiles during the middle 3 today. It's the 0-1, and a line drive base hit into left field. So the Ducks a 2-out threat again, and the inning is never over with these guys at the plate. First and second with 2 outs. One of the Eagles' recent draft picks has a pet snake, and he drove all the way up from the south with it in his car. I don't know how they transported today's reptiles and snakes that are here, but I prefer they stay in the cage. Fletch will make a visit here. A lot of things for the kids, though, educationally today. Animals by the front entrance. We have the birds on the first base side. I mentioned one of the barn owls really eyed me up. And then some horses in right center. Now the mound visit concludes. And Angelo Sonko, the hitter, strikeout victim in the first. Parch trying to strand 2, and his first offering slides inside. Trying to put up the first 0 of the day. 2-2 game here in the 3rd. Ready, and the pitch. Called strike. Change up down in the zone. I'm not sure that Sonko loved it, but Parch will even the count. Sonko's playing time cut into with Reimold's arrival, but 4 for 10 in this series with a homer. Pitch is swung on and missed. He went fishing down low. Sonko over from St. Paul of the American Association, a big hitter there the last 3 years. The Revs did some business with the Saints before the season as well. Harris Robinson coming over from that league. 1-2, and a tapper foul, first base side.
Luis Allen.
Yeah. Harris had been in St. Paul. Robinson had been in Sioux City. Allen had been in Winnipeg and then Lincoln last year. One and two. Parch staring in, big spot here in what will probably be his final inning. He fires, and a called third strike right at him at 92. Parch slaps his glove as he marches off the mound with his first goose egg of the day. 5 strikeouts through 3 innings, and he strands 2 runners in the third. No runs, 1 hit in the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still a 2-2 game.
Take it from me, guys. You want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn. The kind of lawn you see on Home and Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
This is Dustin Hawkinsworth with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio at 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio at 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa. Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
York Sports on your mobile device or online at WOYK1350.com.
Revs Baseball brought to you in part by Wolf's Bus Lines, The Pretzel Twist, Neighborhood SureSave Markets, Turkey Hill Minute Marts, Etline Foods, and D's Nuts. Revs and Ducks are tied at 2 here in the bottom of the third inning. Joel Guzman will lead off. Here on what's becoming a sunny afternoon, but cool and very windy here at Peoples Bank Park. 60 was our game time temp. And Goose will lead it off. He struck out in the first against O'Grady, who's given up his first 2 runs of the year, 7 scoreless in relief coming in. His first pitch of the inning, a swing and a pop foul coming back into the stands. No balls, 1 strike. O'Grady had been a long man in relief, so I'm sure they're hopeful of getting some innings out of him today. Tyler Levine tonight expected to be more of a short inning type. O'Grady had gone 2-3-2 in his 3 outings out of the bullpen. Out of the plate, and a bouncer back to him. Jumped up, didn't have to, but he's got it. Jogs toward first and underhands off for the out. There's a 34th round pick of the Padres in 2011. Out of Queens, New York. All City in New York in high school. Second base and pitcher. And at only 5'9", you could see him as a second baseman. So many big pitchers these days. He's noticeably shorter in stature. Here's Michael Burgess, and takes a strike on the outer edge. That's playing him to pull in the infield and outfield. He singled in the first on a broken bat. Snapped that thing in half. The 0-1. And that misses down and away. Went from a tan bat to a black piece of lumber. Stay hot. It's the 1-1. And he swings and loops it foul the other way and left. Just knocking everything over here in the booth right now. A little early, isn't it? Still. O'Grady went on to Duke University. Here's the pitch, and that's inside, a fastball. He's all ACC academic at Duke. The 2-2, and that's down low. So Burgess works it full. We're tied at 2 here in the 3rd inning. Burgess, a couple of pretty good at-bats here. His first 2 trips to the plate today. It's the 3-2, and he missed down low. Good eye from Burgess, who's on base for the 2nd time. And a 1-out base runner on O'Grady's 2nd walk. First one came to Tejeda, who will bat now. Revs will be off tomorrow, and then they go to Somerset and Long Island. And then they are home against Bridgeport for 4 next weekend. And then they go right back to Long Island. And then from there to Sugar Land as part of the ensuing road trip. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Tejeda. First pitch, a fastball strike. I might have to debate leaving some equipment up there at Long Island. We're going to be right back there.
It's weird that they play Long Island and Somerset twice before they even play a couple teams once.
Won't see Lancaster until June. Pitch is swung on, chopped toward the middle. Reyes at second behind the bag. He flipped it out of the reach of Lyons, but he recovers with his foot on the bag. Reyes had flipped it behind him, and it bounced once before Lyons grabbed it with his foot on the bag. They do get the lead out.
Well, that ball was flipped not on a line but up in the air, and Lyons was able to let it bounce and resituate his feet and then pick it off the dirt. You don't really see that very often, but a nice recovery there by the shortstop.
So Tejeda takes Burgess's spot at first base with 2 outs. And Brian Pounds, the hitter, a strikeout victim in the first. Tied at 2 here in the 3rd. And O'Grady the pitch, swing and a miss, a slider. It's been pretty much fastball slider change today, just like Parch. Not quite the velo that Parch has displayed. Here's the 0-1, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. O'Grady the sign. He comes set. 0-2. And a called third strike. Fastball nailed the outside corner at 90. Pounds fires his stuff away. He didn't think so. And O'Grady with his 4th K through 3. I believe Parch is coming back out for a 4th inning. We head to the 4th. Matt Present with the play-by-play. The Revs and Ducks tied at 2.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great BestJet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. BestJet hot dogs go great with BestJet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple BestJet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of BestJet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with BestJet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Come on, Colin Cowherd. If the Lakers keep their pick, rookies count as 0. Here will be the Lakers' numbers. 0, 1, 1, 2, 1. They have another 2. Brandon Ingram is 18 years old. Think you can win playoff games in the West with that? Ben Simmons couldn't lead his college team in the field of 68.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Weekdays at 3
on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9 p.m. Celebrate our restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. The theme of May's First Friday is Cinco de Mayo. Come experience downtown York's eclectic dining, craft brews and cocktails, historic farmers markets, handmade shopping, public art, and Atlantic League Baseball. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Curtis Parch back out there for inning number 4. And if you're Mark Mason, you have to be pleased with the job he's done so far. Earned run in the first 2 innings each, but we're tied at 2 here. The first batter is Alex Berg, and the first pitch popped up. Right side, back of first, in foul ground goes Guzman in front of the bullpen, reaches out and he makes the catch. Right in front of Luis Allen down there, who was looking on from the edge of the bullpen. Guzman turns in. I don't know if he's making fun of Allen, thanking him for the kind words, or what have you, but he acknowledges his presence either way. And 1 up and 1 down on 1 pitch for Curtis Parch.
A fine play, especially with the wind. It's good to know you have a friend that'll catch you, but Guzman's reach, his wingspan helped him there, reaching far out to his left.
So here's Dan Lyons, the shortstop, and the pitch from Parch. Fastball in there at 92 for strike 1. Last inning, Parch left 2 men stranded. The first inning this year, he did not allow a run. And the 0-1 pitch bounces in, 1-1 the count. Parch 6'5", 245. A big presence on the mound. 30 years of age as he deals 1-1, and it's a ground ball through the hole on the left side, base hit left field. So Lions aboard with a 1-out single as Robinson gets it back in. And now that'll bring up Elmer Reyes, the 9-hole hitter.
I am impressed, Matt, that he's just about at 70 pitches now. And he worked hard to be built up. He knew for a few days that he'd be starting. He has done it before. Now that they're getting him built up, it'll be interesting to see what his role will be going forward.
So here's Reyes, then pitch on the way, fastball upstairs, 1-0, and I think what you're getting at is if he continues to keep his team in the ball game, he might have earned himself a spot in the rotation.
Could be.
The 1-0 pitch to Reyes. Down low with the slider. 2-0 the count.
Logan should only be 1 start, but Chris Cody's going to be a little while before he's ready again.
Reyes singled, stole second, and scored his first time up. Pitch on the way from Parch, fouled straight back to the screen. Reyes came into play with a .368 average, but believe it or not, that average had dropped 65 points from the one he had coming into the series. Tough to maintain a 433 average. Pitch on the way off the fist, popped up first base side. Coming in is Guzman, still coming, and he makes a basket catch. The runner dancing off first. Guzman now throws back to Harris. They got him! Lyons dancing his way towards second base, thinking about trying to tag or draw the throw. He drew the throw. Harris slipped in behind him, and it's a foul pop double play, and the Revs get out of the inning. One hit, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the fourth, still tied at 2 on 1350 WOYK.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
This week is National Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Take a walk in downtown York and you'll quickly discover the many small businesses that make our city so unique. Did you know that for every $100 you spend at a local business, 68 stay in your community? Small businesses provide jobs for 2 out of every 3 Americans, creating a job market of over 56 million people. Again, that's Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
What's more exhilarating than playing $100,000 Club with top prizes of $100,000? Winning. On the spot. Yeah! So if you can't wait to win, then don't wait to play $100,000 Club, the new scratch-off from the Pennsylvania Lottery, for a chance to win up to $100,000 on the spot. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Keep on scratching. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Well, the poll results are in, and unanimously up here in the press box, people saying that base running blunder by Dan Lyons, one of the worst they've ever seen. He had nowhere to go. He wasn't going to tag up and go first to second. He was just trying to bait Guzman into throwing the ball away, I would assume. And he gets doubled off of first on a foul pop in front of the Revs dugout to end the inning. So here Jared Mitchell will lead off the home half of the fourth. First pitch swing, a drag bunt first base side. It's a good one, and Nolan covering first. Mitchell legs it out. Back-to-back games, the Revs have a bunt single, and Mitchell on to lead off the fourth.
Well, how about his day so far? He parked a home run, and this time bunts for a hit. Maybe a little spark for the Revs here. That play that Guzman made so heads up from him and Harris, who came in from behind. Lyons never saw him. He thought he had plenty of room to just dance off the bag and draw something. Well, he drew something all right. He drew a throw right behind him that ended the inning.
So 1 on for Ryan Dent. Third baseman Puckett in, middle of the infield looking to roll 2. Throw to first and Mitchell back in standing. Well, last night, Jose Constanza tried to take an extra base and was thrown out at the plate, but at least the reward there is a potential run. In the case of Lyons, it was almost nothing. Another throw over and back in, this time with a dive, is Jared Mitchell. Dennis O'Grady's still on, now in his longest outing. Parch likely done. And another throw to first, and once again, Mitchell back in safely. Grady worked 2 innings his first time out against Southern Maryland. Then 3 against Somerset last weekend, and a couple innings against New Britain at the end of the week. Pitch on the way, and there's a strike. Breaking ball caught the outside corner. 0-1 as Dent finally sees the pitch. So now here, another throw to first. Mitchell wasn't really looking, but only a step off, able to get back in. Oh, 0-1 the count to Dent. Big hole on the right side. Pitch on the way, breaking ball grounded to the left side. Up with it, Puckett. He'll go to second for 1. The relay to first, double play. 5-4-3 around the horn. And Mitchell's bunt single erased on the double play.
Yeah, really got in on Dent. Couldn't get any extension on that swing, and Puckett up on the grass. Dead double play ball that they got him to hit into. Maybe some sink on that pitch. That really tied him up.
So here's Brandon Thomas, the 9-hole hitter. Thomas nearly missed a home run in his first at-bat, pulling it well foul, but very, very deep. The first pitch to Brandon, outside, 1-0. Thomas, a switch hitter, batting from the left side. One of 3 switch hitters on this Revs roster. Pitch on the way, and there's a strike outside corner at the knees. And it's 1-1. So O'Grady now in his 4th inning of work, his longest start since 2015. He missed last season with an injury. Pitch on the way to Thomas, inside outed and foul. Out of play left side. In 2015, O'Grady made 13 starts. So he isn't unaccustomed to beginning the game. Pitch on the way, and it just misses outside, a close one. And a good eye there by Thomas. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He pitched for El Paso and in San Antonio in both 2014 and 2015. Bouncing between AA and AAA. Pitch on the way, check swing, called strike 3, outside corner, got him. And after a leadoff bunt single, the Revs go 3 up and 3 down. Double play erasing Jared Mitchell. We head to the 5th at Peoples Bank Park, tied at 2 on 1350 WOIK.
Well, I finally did it. I took my dad's advice and joined his credit union.
Which one?
PSECU. I'm eligible because my dad's a member, but I joined through work.
Really? I thought you had to work for the state.
A lot of people think that, but there are lots of ways to be eligible.
I'm not really thrilled with my bank and all their fees. I need to check them out.
Definitely. It's worth the switch.
PSCCU is the credit union for you. Find your way at psccu.com/join. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Need material handling equipment for your company's busy season? Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers a full line of rental equipment to keep you operating at maximum efficiency. Forklifts from 3,000 to 15,000 pound capacity, narrow aisle reach trucks and order pickers, electric pallet jacks, scissor lifts, and forklift clamp attachments. Daily, weekly, and monthly terms available. Call today at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438. And check us out online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
Hey Revs fans, get points for great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
Follow York Sports on your Android. Search Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Well, with Curtis Parch settling in and still feeling good, Mark Mason sends him back out there, trying to get one more frame out of him. Gave up a run in the first and second, but scoreless in the third and fourth. And the first pitch in there to Lentini, strike one. Boy, Mason Fletch have to be thrilled with how this start has gone for Curtis Parch. The 0-1 pitch, chopper to third, Pounds comes in to play the big hop, steps and throws across for out number one. So Parch trying to go 5 strong innings. Gailey leads the team with 6 innings in a start this season. That was against Southern Maryland. And the pitch on the way to Cleary up high. Janis and Mateo have each gone 5 in a start. The kick and the pitch on the way, and Parch misses outside, ball 2. And the 5 strikeouts on the afternoon, had to make sure it was afternoon, from Parch as he deals 2-0 and misses outside. That ties Gailey for a season high amongst Revs pitching. So once again, the staff not really sure what they would get out of him. They have to be pleased as he delivers a strike 3-0 on the outside edge. Infield back, outfield a hair playing to pull. And a pitch on the way, grounded back up the middle. Dent ranging behind the bag, knocks it down, gets to his feet, throws to first, not in time. A great effort by Dent, but it popped out of his glove, and I think that split second might have cost him. Tremendous effort, though, going to the dirt up the middle.
And it was still close. Great effort indeed. Don't worry, he'll have a lot of plays this year, I think, where he does complete that play. But it was just kind of, it's almost like the glove got trapped under his dive a little bit, just where that ball was in relation to the dive. Couldn't quite get full extension.
Nolan Reimold the batter now. Cleary off of first, and the pitch on the way. In tight, 1-0. Cleary now up to 8 steals on the season, tied for, actually sole possession of third in the league. And the pitch on the way, breaking ball finds the zone at the knees on the outside corner. So Lentini second with 9, Cleary third with 8. And just a really speedy top of the lineup for the Ducks. The 1-1 pitch from Parch, fastball at the knees for a called strike, 1-2. Parch, the great-grandson of the experimental composer Harry Parch. I personally have not heard his work, but I hear he's famous. And the pitch down in the dirt, blocked down by Tejeda, kept in front. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 84 pitches now for Curtis Parch. That's more than he's thrown in 3 appearances combined. The most he's thrown this season, 24 at New Britain. Throw to first and Cleary back in safely. Reimold 0 for 1 with a strikeout, was hit by a pitch back in the first. Parch sets. A long hold. Runner goes. Pitch on the way up high. Throw to second base. The tag. Not in time. A good throw by Tejeda. It was almost like a pitch out with Parch missing up in the zone. And Cleary just got his foot in.
Yeah, missed him by a whisker. Good throw. Cleary, one of the top base stealers in the league, though. And he's now 9 for 10. Lentini 9 for 9. It's a huge key to keep those guys off base.
So now Reimold with a runner in scoring position, a full count on him. Cleary dancing off second. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's a called third strike. Breaking ball bent over the heart of the plate. And Reimold set down on strikes, the 6th strikeout of the ball game for Curtis Parch.
I don't think anybody expected him to go into the 5th like this. 86 pitches now, but he's gotten better and better as the game's gone on. Everything's working for him. He's developed command of everything since that first inning.
So now it's Kraus, lefty against the righty Parch. And the first pitch, line drive the opposite way towards the line and left. That's going to get down for a base hit. Cleary rounds third. He's going to come in to score. Throw goes back into second base. And Kraus retreats towards first as Harris knocks it down. But it's an RBI single with 2 down for Mark Kraus. And it's a 3-2 Long Island lead.
That is so frustrating for Parch, who's fighting his butt off to get through 5 innings in this first start. And that run comes courtesy of an infield hit where they almost made the play, a stolen base where they almost threw him out, and then Kraus here doesn't hit the ball all that hard, but just takes it the other way and dumps it in.
7 RBIs in the series now for Kraus. And the pitch on the way, down and away to Cody Puckett. Talk about coming through. 2 on the home run on Monday. 3 separate at-bats with an RBI yesterday, and now RBIs in 2 of his 3 plate appearances today as a breaking ball is taken for a strike by Puckett. But if you're Parch, tough to get too down on yourself for that one. An inside outer the opposite way. He just found a hole. A 1-1 to Puckett. Breaking ball down and in. 2-1 the count. Parch up to 90 pitches now. Two and one. Pitch on the way to Puckett. Swing and a miss. He reached for a slider down and out of the strike zone and came up empty to even the count at 2-2. Puckett yesterday 0 for 3 in RBI. 2 walks in the ballgame. 1 for 2 in this one with a base hit to left. Parch ready. The 2-2 to Puckett. Up high and tight. Puckett bends back out of the way of that one, and another full count. Tejeda steps out in front of home plate. Reminds his team there are 2 men down. Parch trying to get out of the inning with Kraus on at first. The payoff pitch, Kraus goes, and it's a weak grounder foul, third base side.
Tyrell Harris is ready, and I think I saw Fletch signal that he would have the next hitter. So they don't want to let Parch go too much longer, obviously.
The next hitter is Angelo Songo, who has struck out twice against Curtis Parch. The payoff pitch, runner goes, and it's a called strike 3. Breaking ball got him, and Parch with 7 strikeouts ends the 5th. 2 hits and a run for the Ducks. They do take a 3-2 lead, but what an outing by Curtis Parch. We're halfway home now in York. It's 3-2 Ducks on 1350 WOYK.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
The puck drops here.
He shoots and scores!
Sports Radio 1350, your home for Hershey Bears hockey.
Christian Thomas, a highlight reel move!
And the Washington Capitals.
Rebound score!
defending the Den and rocking the red all season. Catch the Bears and the Caps on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Dream big for less with a first mortgage or home equity loan from First Capital Federal Credit Union. Our competitive rates and terms make it so easy to purchase a new home or refinance your existing home. Either way, we've got you covered. Plus, our home equity loans with rates as low as 3.99% APR for 120 months give you the spending power you need for remodeling, education, you name it. For more information, visit us online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
Hi, this is Everett George, visiting clubhouse manager. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Alongside Daryl Henry, I'm Matt Present as we welcome you back to Peoples Bank Park. The Ducks on front 3-2 here in the home half of the fifth. Top of the order up for the Revs. And the first pitch to Alonzo Harris right there for strike one. Harris with a base hit his last time up in the second. Extending his reach base streak to 9 games now. And the pitch on the way, a breaking ball finds the zone, and Harris in the hole 0-2. He went 0 for 4 in the finale at New Britain in the first weekend of the season, and other than that, has reached base in every game he's played, and he's played them all. Pitch on the way, fouled off right field side. He just got a piece to stay alive. Harris yesterday 0 for 4 but walked, batting .350 on the season. And he's become a everyday part of this lineup, both in the field and now in the leadoff spot. Pitch on the way, breaking ball misses outside, 1-2. A very late addition to this team, arriving the first day of camp, but was not acquired until a day or two before that. The 0-2 pitch, 1-2 I should say, sky down the right field line, Lentini over towards the line, and he reaches up to glove it for out number 1. So Harris, his second fly out to right today, and that'll bring up Derek Robinson. Robinson yesterday with his first 2-hit game as a Rev. Couple of singles, also stole a base. For the first time this season, batting at the top third of the lineup here in the 2-hole. First pitch on the way, taken down low, ball 1. O'Grady works exclusively from the stretch. Third baseman Puckett in on the grass, thinking bunt. And the pitch on the way bounces in, and that'll go all the way to the backstop. For O'Grady, this is his 6th professional season. The first 5 all with the San Diego Padres organization. Beginning in 2011, the year he was drafted. Pitch on the way, just off the outside corner at the knees. Berg double clutched it. He was expecting a strike call from the home plate umpire, William Reuter. So 3-0 now the count to Robinson. Pitch on the way, and there's a strike. Fastball inner half, and it's 3-1. Mentioned Thomas was a switch hitter. Robinson also a switch hitter, and Angel Franco also a switch hitter for this team. Robinson pops it up, left center field. This has some carry on it. Back goes Sanko, and he tracks it down for out number 2. So Sanko out there in left today. He played first base in the game yesterday. Did play left field in the opener. And he came in expecting to be an everyday player, but then with the late addition of Nolan Reimold, he was not. But Nate Fryman has departed, signed by the Mexican League, so now Sonko back to his everyday role. Joel Guzman, the batter, and the pitch bounces to the backstop, 1-0. Guzman getting the start at first base today as Mark Mason will give Michael Burgess the DH duties, at least for the first game of this twin bill. And the pitch to Guzman outside, ball 2. Guzman has been in and out of the lineup the last few days. Got hit by a pitch against Somerset on Saturday. Also fouled the ball off his toe, so he's been a little banged up. Pitch on the way outside, ball 3. So now back-to-back hitters now that Dennis O'Grady has fallen behind 3-0. He was able to get Robinson to fly out to left. Wind still blowing out here at Peoples Bank Park. 3-2 Ducks in front. And the pitch on the way, fastball for a called strike on the outside corner. Guzman was taking all the way. .77 pitches now for O'Grady, who winds and fires 3 and 1, a check swing. And I think it was a called strike. Guzman started to go to first. Ruda, the home plate umpire, immediately signaled strike, and I think Guzman just never heard him. Faked me out a little bit. I was wondering if perhaps he thought he was hit by the pitch. But just trying to sell ball 4, so now he'll come back with a full count. The Ducks 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. York 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. Payoff pitch to Guzman. Fouled back to the screen. Joel on the season, a .281 average. A home run, which was a grand slam, coming against the Blue Crabs. 6 RBIs on the year. O'Grady from the belt, kicks and fires 3 and 2, and Guzman fights it foul out of play right side. Joel last season led the Revs in both home runs with 16 and RBIs with 85. He waves his bat over home plate, righty against righty as O'Grady sets. The payoff pitch one more time, and Guzman fights it foul once more. Back and out of play. So an 8-pitch at bat now is Guzman really making O'Grady work. The Ducks bullpen down the left field line is quiet. O'Grady again making his longest outing so far this season, and he's up to 81 pitches. And he's coming off a year where he was injured and did not pitch. Payoff pitch again, and a high fly ball, deep left field. Sonko back on it, onto the warning track, and he reaches down to make the grab. That ball kind of died out there right at the warning track. A lot of top spin on that one. A hard hit off the bat of Guzman. But the inning comes to a close. A 3-up, 3-down inning. Although Guzman really made O'Grady work. And we head to the 6th at Peoples Bank Park. It's 3-2 Ducks on 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates. For 5 years, and remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your ship together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Curtis Parch will give way to Tyrell Harris, and a fine job by Parch in his first start of the season. He goes 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked 2, also hit a batter, but the number that is most impressive, 7 strikeouts for Curtis Parch, the most of any Revs pitcher this season. Tyrell Harris will take over here in the 6th. They'll have Sanko, Berg, and Lyons. Infield playing Sanko to pull, and the first pitch on the way. A line drive over second, base hit right field. So Sanko wastes no time, has his first hit of the game. And he's aboard to lead off the 6th. An interesting spot here for Tyrell Harris. He started the game just 2 days ago against the Ducks. Went 3 innings. And in his 4th inning of work, just a batter in, the heavens opened up and the rain came down, and it was 51 minutes, and he could not go back out there. The pitch to Berg, breaking ball, swung and missed, 0-1. So this is his usual bullpen day, and combine that with the fact that he didn't throw a tremendous amount of pitches 2 days ago on Monday. He's able to go here this afternoon. Pitch on the way, reached for and looped, shallow right field towards the line. A long run from Mitchell. This ball has some carry. It's going to bounce and head towards the wall. It's into the corner, rounding third and staying put is Sanko. In at second with a stand-up double is Alex Berg, who just flicked it the other way, and that ball carried down the line.
I think that's the biggest impact the wind has had on any ball in this series. You said it. Shallow, and that's where Mitchell started, straight toward the line, maybe even a little in. All of a sudden, it's flying all the way to where it one-hops the wall, down the line and right.
So the Ducks threatening immediately here in the 6th. A single and a double, and the Revs will bring the infield in with nobody down. Lyons the batter, and the pitch on the way. Breaking ball slipped out of the hand. Just above the head of Lyons, 1-0. Harris on Monday went 3+, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. And now Harris might be shaken up as Chong and Mace are both out of the Revs' first base side dugout. To take a look at Tyrell Harris on the mound. Boy, this is the last thing the Revs need, another pitching injury. Logan Williamson expected to miss at least a start with the calf injury, and it looks like Harris is okay as Mason Chong turn around and head back to the dugout. Chris Cody, at this point, out indefinitely. Harris originally taking Cody's spot in the rotation when he threw on Monday. To finish his line on Monday, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts in those 3+ innings. 2nd and 3rd, nobody down. Lyons the batter, and the pitch on the way popped him up foul, right side and out of play. Lyons 1 for 2. But perhaps the worst play in this ball game. Got doubled off of first on a foul pop-up, where he was just dancing, nearly taunting the Revs, and they made him pay. Pitch on the way, and that's inside. It got him. Lyons crouched over at home plate, will now start to walk towards first base. Fastball ran up and in and got Lyons on his front left shoulder. So Tyrell Harris comes on and promptly loads the bases, and now he'll have to work out of it here in the 6th. Trying to keep the deficit to just 1 run. The batter is Elmer Reyes. And the pitch on the way. Popped up right side, and that will drift into the seats. Reyes once again, a .368 average coming into play. 4 doubles and 4 RBIs on the year. But with the top of this lineup hitting so well, getting on base, stealing bases, Reyes comfortable remaining in the 9-hole. Pitch on the way, breaking ball in the dirt, stopped and smothered by Tejeda behind the plate. So a ball and a strike to count. Harris, pitching in his 4th game of the season, has worked a total of 5 2/3. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball down the right field line, again with some carry, but this one tailing foul and out of play. Again, that'll hit the clubhouse. Wow, when it gets up in that wind, especially down the right field line, as Mace was telling us yesterday on the pregame show, that wind has a great effect. Brandon Thomas hit the clubhouse foul. The double 2 batters ago by Berg just looked like a little flick off the end of the bat. Bases loaded, nobody down. And the pitch from Harris inside, it gets him. A bases loaded hit by pitch. Harris has plunked back-to-back batters. And the Ducks lead is now 2. A painful RBI for Reyes, as Puckett, or rather Sonko, comes into touch. And Mark Mason out of the dugout, and he has already made the move. So Harris, not his scheduled day to work. It was a side session day for Harris, but with the doubleheader, they needed his arm. And all 4 batters he faced ends up reaching base. So this pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. The Revs will go to the pen, and they will call on Melvin Mercedes. We'll tell you more when we come back. It's 4-2 Ducks, and they're threatening here in the 6th on 1350 WOYK.
Rise and shine. Here at Mr. Car Wash, we inspire people to shine every day. Our customers, communities, and employees play an important role in achieving these moments of inspiration. Take your car to one of our locations in York, Ephrata, Lancaster, and Reading, including 3 lube centers. Want to have your car shine daily? Join our unlimited wash club, starting at just $23.95 a month with no long-term contract. Mr. Car Wash. Communities sparkle when everyone shines.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9 p.m. Celebrate our restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. The theme of May's First Friday is Cinco de Mayo. Come experience downtown York's eclectic dining, craft brews and cocktails, historic farmers markets, handmade shopping, public art, and Atlantic League Baseball. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
First pitch strike from Melvin Mercedes. He's working to the leadoff man, Lentini. Here with the bases full and nobody down in the 6th. Ducks on top, 4-2. And Mercedes trying to get a much-needed double play ball. Pitch on the way, and Lentini swings and misses. Now Tejeda going to go out and talk to Mercedes. Perhaps they didn't get straight on signs after he finished warming up, or didn't get the signs with the runner on second base as he enters. Nevertheless, he does do a nice job jumping ahead of Lentini, 0-2. A big spot here. You really feel like the game is right in the balance. A big momentum shift either way upcoming. The 0-2 to Lentini, check swing. He went too far. Strike 3 on the appeal to Ian Kelly, the first base umpire. And Mercedes gets Lentini on 3 pitches. Was there a ball in there? 1-2 the count, excuse me. Certainly looked like Reuter behind the plate went up with the arm the first 2 times. I guess the first pitch missed. We'll try it again. The 1-2. Check swing again. This time he holds up, and the count even at 2-2. I don't know if he was motioning as to where the pitch missed, but it certainly looked like he raised his right arm on the first pitch across. And that was the closest. He holds up 2-2 here. Thomas now will move over to play Lentini the opposite way in center field. Pitch on the way, ground ball up the middle, could be 2. Dent, the flip to Harris for 1, the return throw to first, double play. Just what the doctor ordered, 6-4-3, a run does come home. But now 2 men are down. No RBI for Lentini on the double play. But Berg does come across. And now it's a runner at third. Lions, but with 2 men down. Here's Cleary. And the pitch on the way. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Cleary has reached base twice and scored twice. The pitch on the way, a check swing. He went around. William Reuter does not need any help on that call, and Mercedes looks really good in this outing. Getting the Ducks to go around on a couple. Getting that double play ball, that was big. Mercedes worked in the first game of this series. A scoreless inning. Did walk a batter and hit a batter, but also got a strikeout. A check swing on a pitch that gets away, but now going back to third base's Lions. He came about halfway down the line. Aggressive on that one, but then decides better of it. No swing on the appeal. And the count 1-2. Five to 2, the Ducks in front. 9 hits already for Long Island. They've been hitting the ball hard all series. Pitch on the way, in the dirt again. Tejeda does a nice job to block it and keep it in that circle around home plate. Count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Ducks with 14 hits on Monday, 10 hits last night, and already 9 here in the 6th. Mercedes from the belt, Lions off of third, and the pitch on the way, fly ball left field, right at Robinson, who now comes in a couple steps and squeezes it to retire the side. Couple hits in the inning, 2 hit batsmen as well as the Ducks scratch across 2 more. But the Revs are able to minimize the damage as we head to the home half of the 6th. It's Long Island 5 and York 2 on the Revs Baseball Network.
To the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Carl Alzer of the Washington Capitals.
Ovechkin on the left side, a shot, he scores! Ovechkin! Game winner!
You're on York's home for Caps hockey.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, New York! 3-2 the final!
Catch the Caps all season right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
On air, online, and on your smartphone. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the sixth, it's 5-2, the Ducks on top. And a new pitcher on for Long Island. It's Patrick Kreider, the lefty coming on. Kreider, 6 feet, 180 pounds, from Owensboro, Kentucky. They'll face Michael Burgess, Isaias Tejeda, and Brian Pounds here in the sixth. Revs trying to chip away at a 3-run deficit. Burgess adjusts the batting gloves. We see him wear those from time to time. No real rhyme or reason, but just trying to get something going. And the first pitch on the way to Burgess, down and away, ball one. Kreider already making his 7th appearance on the season, but has only worked 4 1/3 in those 6 prior. The pitch on the way to Burgess right there for a strike. 86 right over the heart of the plate. It's 1-1. Kreider, an 0-1 record, a 4.15 ERA coming into play. And the pitch on the way to Burgess, hit high in the air but foul, left side and drifting into the seats where a bunch of kids are, so look out. And I hope everyone's okay. It's education and baseball day here in the morning portion of the day-night doubleheader, so a lot of kids on hand. A lot of animals around the stadium as well. And the 1-2 pitch on the way to Burgess. He reaches for it and does not go around. A close one there, but Timothy McCaffrey, the third base umpire, signals no swing. And it's even at 2-2.
Sometimes my kids behave like animals, Matt. So have one and the same if they were here.
Wow, that's a little harsh.
Depends on the day.
Loose ball on the field, so time called. On an overcast and breezy day here in York. Kreider last worked a couple games ago. Pitch on the way. Swinging a foul tip just off the end of the bat. He worked in the first game of this series. And he pitched just to one batter, gave up a hit and was pulled. He works here lefty against lefty. 2-2 the count to Burgess. The setup away, the pitch on the way, and Burgess swings and misses. A high fastball, and he's set down for out number one.
Kreider got him to chase there, but I think overall today, Burgess has had better at-bats. He seems like he's seeing it better, even though he elevated there. The previous pitch, he spoiled a tough one. He had been on base twice previously. Hopefully they get him locked in. Some of the other guys that had been off the slow starts have started to come around. And he got off to a little bit better start. Now they just got to get him going again.
Isaias Tejeda, the batter now. First pitch on the way, breaking ball in there for strike one. Julio De Paula up and throwing for York in the right field bullpen. Mercedes, a real good job last half inning to get out of it and minimize the damage. And the pitch to Tejeda, down and in with the fastball. That misses, count even at 1-1. Tejeda 0 for 1. Has reached base twice though, once on a walk and the other time on a fielder's choice where he took Burgess's place at first base. Righty against lefty, the pitch on the way. Breaking ball comes back to catch the outside edge. Nice one there from Kreider, and he gets ahead 1-2. Kreider, in his third season with the Ducks, made it to the 2016 Atlantic League All-Star Game, leading Long Island with 61 appearances. Pitch on the way, in tight, and Tejeda tiptoes out of the way of that one. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Not sure how that missed him. It started in, a lot of hook on that curve, just kept going toward his feet. Somehow just stepped out of the way.
2-2 the count. Reyes, the second baseman, shaded up the middle. And the pitch on the way, lifted in the air, right field. Again, we'll see how much this carries. Lentini over towards the line, and in fair territory, reaches out to glove it for out number 2. 7 straight batters now retired for Long Island pitching.
It does seem like in recent games, the Revs come out and threaten and score a couple and then kind of struggle through the middle innings. And that's been the case today. It was the case last night. Not as much Monday in that comeback bid, but a handful of these games of late, it's kind of had that path.
Brian Pounds the batter now, and the first pitch to Pounds just outside, ball 1. Even in that opening game against Somerset, in a 5-4 win, all 5 runs came in the first inning.
Yeah.
Pounds 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, and the pitch down and in, and he has to hop out of the way of that one. So Tejeda nearly hit, Pounds nearly hit. Kreider pounding the feet area of Revs hitters. 2-0 the count. Pitch on the way, lifted in the air, straight away center field. Cleary back a few steps and over towards right. He has a beat on it and he puts it away to retire the side. Back-to-back 3 up, 3 down innings for Ducks pitching. And we head to the 7th now. Darrell Henry will have you when we come back on 1350 WOYK.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey Revs fans, get points for great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all.
schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
The radio home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 7th inning, it'll be Julio DePaula next. Revs trail 5-2. Melvin Mercedes indeed a great job to minimize damage last inning and trying to keep the team within striking distance today. But down 5-2 as we start the 7th. The offense has sputtered since the early innings. Nolan Reimold leading off the 7th. And DePaula's first pitch is up high. Reimold, 2 strikeouts against Parch after being hit by a pitch his first time to the plate. There's the 1-0 and a breaking ball called strike. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Ducks, who have 9 hits in the game today. 5-9-0 for Long Island, 2-5-1 for York. A 1-1. And a check swing on a slider. It's a called strike by Bill Reuter, 1-2. Long Island trying to take the first 3. DePaula the pitch, and a breaking ball down. He stays with that against Reimold, a steady dose. DePaula in his 4th outing, 3 1/3 innings, 5 runs, 3 earned. 2-2, and a pop-up straight back over the roof. Matt was ready to field it once again. One of these days, he's going to get his moment to shine. Just like Mr. Car Wash. It's another 2-2. And a broken bat, flare toward the middle. It's short. Dent, a sliding pick, pops up and throws, and Guzman had to come off the bag. Reimold will be safe. Dent, a great effort. Able to reach it behind second, but on the spin, the throw carried Joel just a step off. It'll be an infield hit.
And a good job by Guzman to come off the base there and make sure he had the ball. The last thing you want is an early runner in scoring position after you nearly had the out.
The Mark Krause at bat, on base all 3 times. 2 RBI singles and a walk for the Ducks cleanup man today. DePaula out of the stretch fires, and a ground ball second base. Harris is there. He'll toss to short. Dent back to first, and not in time there. It's slowly developing. It was hit softly off the end of the bat, and Harris had to wait on it and make a little bit longer throw to short. They do get the lead out.
We've seen Harris with tremendous side-to-side range, as we mentioned, but I think on that one you'd like to see him charge it a little more. That's the only way they're going to get 2, but at the same time it does make the angle on the throw to second a little more difficult.
Krause will take Reimold's spot at first base. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Puckett. And a swing and a miss. A slider from DePaula to start him. Puckett 1 for 3. Single in between 2 strikeouts today. Pitch. It is swung on and foul tipped at the plate. Parch had 7 strikeouts in 5 innings. The most by a Revs pitcher this year. And the fart sound effect on the PA system particularly effective today, given our audience. And the kids in attendance. Pitch is grounded to shortstop. Dent a step right, feeds second. Harris turn. Oh, it was low and got by Guzman. Stays in play, and the Revs unable to complete the double play. And now first base up. Ian Kelly said it did go out of play. and is awarding Puckett second base. Very nearly out of the inning. Harris on the turn a little low. Guzman trying to hold and stretch and unable to make the grab. Well, who are we kidding? If I was sitting in the stands and I heard that, I sit up here and hear that sound effect and laugh every night. Similar sense of humor as our kids in attendance today. Here's Angelo Sonko, and a pitch in the dirt got just behind Tejeda, but quickly back to recover and hold Puckett at second. That is going to be a throwing error on Harris. Rev's second error of the day. And they had 2 last night. Before that, they had gone 3 straight games without one. Couple of fielders' choices after the infield hit. Pitch is down and away. And Tejeda had that bounce out of his glove, but I think Bill Reuter, the plate out, made a kick save inadvertently and kept it nearby. 2-0. 3 ground balls from DePaula this inning, but he's still trying to get through it. Sonko 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 6th. Now he backs away for a moment. Doesn't leave the box, back in. And DePaula ready, delivers, and a drive foul the other way and left and out of play. Tonight we'll be back on at 6:10. 6:30 first pitch, Steve Janis against Tim Levine. The 2-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt. It'll be Twins night tonight. Dress like your friend. People's Bank Kids Eat Free Wednesday for the first time this season.
So that's why you act like a kid.
Well, part of it. Here's a high fly ball, hit pretty well in right center. Mitchell's going to watch, and it's gone. And that carries all the way to the top of the lawn in right center at the bottom of the video board. And Angelo Sonko with his second home run of the series, his 3rd of the year, and it's a 7-2 Long Island lead here in the top of the 7th. Back-to-back games with one. And this one a towering shot.
And that's where the inability to turn that double play really hurts. It was not a great throw by Harris, but it was a decent throw, and Guzman just couldn't make the play, reaching down to the dirt.
Now here is Alex Berg, and he pops the first one up foul down the right field side. This will land in the bullpen balcony. Ducks with their 4th home run on this visit to York. Sonko hit 49 the last 3 years in the American Association.
And they came in with 7, and 4 of those were Fryman.
Pitch is popped up, coming straight back. Might we have a play? Nope, down in front of us.
That was pretty close though, but anyway, to the point, when your team leader in home runs departs, and you're able to pick up the slack like these guys have done, so a big confidence boost for the rest of the lineup.
Now the stretch from DePaula, he fires and missed away. One ball, 2 strikes. Ducks with back-to-back 2-run innings. Pitch, it's down and away, off Tejeda's glove. 5 unanswered for Long Island. The game was tied at 2 from the 2nd through the 4th. Ducks with 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. 2-2. That's inside, a full count. Long Island, 11 home runs entering the day. Sugar Land and New Britain next in line with 10 apiece. DePaula ready, the payoff pitch, breaking ball and a check swing foul as that rolls down toward the first base coach's box. I think one or two of the school groups had to leave and get back to catch the bus. Another full count offering and a breaking ball yanked foul on the ground. The vast majority of pitches from DePaula sliders. Our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Sugar Land up 11-9 at Southern Maryland in the 8th. Another 3-2. And a line drive into center, a base hit. Slicing in for Alex Berg, who had a great at-bat. He's 2 for 4 on the day. And the inning goes on. Somerset up 5-1 at New Britain in the 9th. Patriots trying to go to 9-4 and win 3 in a row after losing 4 straight, after winning 6 straight to begin the year. They've had a roller coaster of a start, but will end up with them holding the league's best record. Here's Dan Lyons, and DePaula missing away with a slider. Tejeda had to slide way over. Lyons a fly out, a single, and a hit by pitch. Bridgeport is at Lancaster tonight, the only night game other than ours. Pitch here is a called strike over at the knees, 1-1.
Well, the parity in the league so far is really impressive. Coming into play today, 5 of the 8 teams had either 5 or 6 victories.
1-1, and a bouncer foul behind the plate. Only New Britain did not at 4-7, and they're in danger of falling to 4-8 here shortly. DePaula, a long look, nods yes to Tejeda. The pitch on the way, and a swing and a foul against the netting. This has become a 27-pitch inning for DePaula. Seven to 2 Long Island. Pitch is down and away. Now 2-2. He was last in on Monday working 2 innings and gave up 3 in that outing. Mark Krause had gone oppo against him with a home run. 2-2. And a slider hooked just off the corner. A full count, and Berg will have the head start from first. DePaula with the payoff pitch and a breaking ball down low. So a walk to Lyons. DePaula relies on that slider so much. Throwing it there on 3-2. Just isn't quite in total command of it today. And of course, he's typically not throwing 30 pitches in an inning. Might be a little fatigued here trying to finish it off. Here's Elmer Reyes. First pitch, fastball, that's over for a strike. Reyes 1 for 2. Singled, stole a base, scored early in the game, and then hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the 6th inning, painfully picking up his 5th RBI. It's the 0-1, and a swing and a pop-up, right field side. Guzman back from first into the bullpen area, and it lands in the seats. Up in section 1 and rebounds down to one of the Revs relievers. 0-2. Talking about streaks, the Revs had lost 4 in a row, then won 4, but now staring at a third straight loss, barring a big comeback. DePaula ready. 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball to end the inning. But Long Island adds to the lead. It took more than 30 pitches for DePaula. Angelo Sonko, the 2-run homer, extending the margin for the Ducks. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. Stretch time at the bank. Revs trail 7-2.
Ready to upgrade your home? Hakes Home Furnishings is the place to go. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, Hakes is your home for quality furniture and the best customer service. From bedding to dining, Hakes carries over 30 different brands to accommodate every furnishing need, all great quality and at a guaranteed price. Visit us at 2200 Carlisle Road in York, online at hakehomefurnishing.com, or call us at 717-767-9068 and let one of our outstanding representatives upgrade your home today.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Dustin Hawkinsmith with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Seven to 2, Long Island leads it as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Jared Mitchell will lead things off. Still Kreider. Help if I would turn your mic on.
I think we got a new pitcher out here.
It's Fuller.
It's Jim Fuller, yeah. Another lefty for the Ducks.
Jared Mitchell up first. First pitch from Fuller is in at the knees for a strike. First time we're seeing him in this series. He was down with a little soreness the other day, but he's been outstanding. 5 outings, 3 2/3 scoreless, just 1 hit. No walks, 5 Ks. And the next one fouled back into the screen, 0-2. Mitchell, a home run in the second, his first of the year, a bunt single in the 4th. 2 of the Revs' 5 hits belong to him. Mitchell taking a moment as he digs back in. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. And Ducks pitchers have allowed just 1 hit since the 2nd inning. That is, as a staff, their 9th batter in a row retired. First time Mitchell's been set down today. Revs Baseball brought to you in part by Image 360, Yingling's Ice Cream, Highmark, Isaacs, and Sheets. Here's Ryan Dent. He's 0 for 2. First pitch, a fastball. It's over for a strike. Fuller's pitched in the Mets, Twins, A's, and Pirates farm systems, making it as high as AAA. The 0-1, and a back backdoor hook missed. Matter of fact, he might have been with Curtis Parch in the Pirates system. He was at AAA, Indianapolis, Fuller was. There's the 1-1, and a fastball misses high and away. If the Revs don't come back and win this game, certainly a bright spot is what Parch did in his 5 innings. Revs now have Michael Click up in the bullpen. It's the 2-1. That's inside, made Dent twist away.
Even if they do find a way to come back and win, that's a heck of a bright spot.
Yeah, no doubt.
7 strikeouts in 5 innings, and just to be able to go 5 innings.
Pitch to Dent, he swings, bounces it to third base. Puckett's there, and slings it high, overshot Krause. Dent took a turn, he's got to hustle back, and slides back in before the throw from behind. Second baseman Reyes played the carom, and Krause went back to the bag to cover, and Dent slid back in ahead of that throw. It is a throwing error on Puckett, and Dent on with 1 out here in the 7th inning. I'll bring up Brandon Thomas, who will flip around and bat right-handed for the first time today. (7-2), the Revs trail. Thomas 2 at-bats, 2 Ks. First pitch, he swings and swung through it. Wasn't sure if he foul-tipped it or not. Fuller challenging him with the fastball. Fuller was only in 3 outings at AAA last year, but might have crossed paths with Parch. It's the 0-1, and a fastball over at the knees, a called strike 2. Revs are being out-hit 12-5. That was Long Island's first error of the day. Bright sunshine now. The pitch from the lefty, and it missed up and away. Here comes a strike in from the Revs bullpen.
Well, you mentioned the 12 hits, Dale, and that's 3 straight games now for the Ducks in this series, totaling double-digit hits.
Fletch actually had a fairly lengthy meeting with his pitchers in the outfield this morning. 1-2, and a foul back off the net. The Revs coming into the series had a league best 2.84 ERA, but Long Island has scored 8, 8, and 7. 4 of the 8 last night were unearned, but a lot of hits to couple that. Pitch, breaking ball, missed outside, 2-2. Revs will have to figure out how to beat these guys. We're going to see them 10 times this month. And the next 6 after tonight on the road. Always a tough place. 2-2. And that misses high and away. And Thomas comes all the way back to work at full. The 3-2 pitch and a swing and a foul tip squeezed. So Fuller bounces back to get him. Third time that Thomas has gone down on strikes. 2 down in the 7th. Back to the top of the order, and Alonzo Harris, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Mace will play everybody today. He's resting Constanza, Witherspoon, Allen, and still Franco in Game 1. This pitch to Harris is in for a strike.
And speaking of everyone, Angel Franco set to make his return to the lineup this afternoon. He'll play second base.
Well, that's good news. There's the 0-1, and that missed outside. Both teams will relax in the clubhouse for a while between games, get some food. 1-1, and a foul upstairs, first base side onto the roof. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Den on at first on the air with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Kreider ready. And the lefty fires, and a swing and a little trickler foul behind the plate. A loss and the Revs would be 3-3 at home. Tough series after a great opening weekend. Pitch and a tapper to second base. Reyes will have to charge up. He bare hands and makes the sidearm throw to get Harris by a step. He knew he couldn't mess around with it. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We'll go to the 8th. It's Long Island 7, York 2.
This Friday is First Friday in downtown York. Come out and spend the night downtown from 5 to 9 p.m. Celebrate our restaurants, cultural venues, and nightlife hotspots. The theme of May's First Friday is Cinco de Mayo. Come experience downtown York's eclectic dining, craft brews and cocktails, historic farmers markets, handmade shopping, public art, and Atlantic League baseball. Get to know York again or for the first time by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers quality material handling equipment and services. Along with a full line of Unicarriers and Komatsu forklifts, you'll find Genie aerial lifts, IPC Eagle floor scrubbers, and Penalift loading dock equipment. Mid-Atlantic can provide rentals, pre-owned equipment, service, and replacement parts for most makes. When you need the best for your business, call Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438 or online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
One of downtown York's newest gems, Revival Social Club, is the place to be to spice up your cuisine. From carefully constructed cocktails to hand-picked produce and everything in between, Revival offers an imaginative, globally inspired menu, great for happy hour, a nice dinner with the family, or reserve our space for a private party or corporate lunch. Stop by and experience our creative dining. That's Revival Social Club, 19 North George Street in York. Or check us out online at revivalsocialclubyork.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs Baseball brought to you in part by Ace Distributing, Stanball Plumbing and Heating, Hatfield, York Water Company, Brickers, Pizza Box and Hoagie Shop, York Volkswagen, and Penn State York. We head to the 8th. It's a 7-2 Long Island lead. Michael Click is on for the Revs. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts, the 4th reliever used today. And he'll face Lentini at the top of the order. Click's first pitch of the afternoon. It's a fastball for a strike. He last worked on Monday night, 2 innings, 1 run. Coming out after that rain delay. It's the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Snuck through Tejeda. That's why it seems like the Ducks have been here forever. the rain delay Monday night.
It's a good thing that was Monday night and not Tuesday night.
Yeah.
It would have been an even shorter turnaround.
It's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him away. And Click strikes out Lentini to start the 8th. He's now 1 for 5 on the day. Well, if they don't come back, hopefully the Revs can salvage the finale tonight. Steve Janis going. He's coming off a good one in the home opener. Here's Delta Cleary Jr. First pitch, fastball. It's right in for a strike. Cleary 1 for 3, an infield hit, 2 runs, 0-1, and that's in the dirt. For Click, this is his 4th outing, 4 innings, 2 runs coming in. A 1-1, and that's in the dirt and skips away. Click ready. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Powered the fastball through. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Has his sign and straightens up. And he deals. And a swing and a bounce foul. First base side. Cleary in his 3rd year with Long Island. Last year he went 3rd in the league in hitting at .321. Played 8 years in the Rockies and Nats systems, making it as high as AAA. 2-2. And a swing and a looper foul, 3rd base side. That'll get into the front row. And that, even the wind there, that would ordinarily be further back in the stands, but only made it 1 row in. Now the stretch from Click. And delivers, and a swing and a foul back. There's a couple places online where he's mistakenly listed as being from Australia. That's not true. He played there the previous off-season for the Canberra Cavalry. He's wearing one of their shirts on a recent road trip. Delivers, and a swing and a liner toward right center field. Mitchell hustles in, he dives and makes a great play! Jared Mitchell flat to the grass, laying out full extension and takes a hit away from Delta Cleary Jr. on the diving grab in right.
Wow, what a play there by Mitchell. You don't often see several feet between a guy's body and the ground, but he went full extension, seemed to hover over the grass, and made the headlong dive and squeeze.
It's a 2 down, base is empty. And here's Nolan Reimold. Pitch from Click, fastball, it's over for a strike. Reimold 1 for 3, an infield hit, 2 Ks, and a hit by pitch. 0-1, and a slider down and away, they appeal it. And he did not go. Mitchell certainly a bright spot today. Homered, bunted for a hit, now a diving grab. Pitch, and that misses low and outside. Click with The 2-1, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. Long Island a 7-2 lead as we play here in the 8th. First of 2 today. It's our first day-night doubleheader of the year. Revs will have one on the road in a couple of weeks at Sugar Land. Click to the belt, another 2-2, and a fastball missed upstairs. That one at 93 on the gun. Some of the kids chanting, strike him out. Payoff pitch, swinging a bouncer up the middle, high hopper to Dent at short. He's got it, and on to first for the out. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And Michael Click retires the side in order in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's the Ducks 7 and the Revs 2.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIAA-CREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This week is National Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Take a walk in downtown York and you'll quickly discover the many small businesses that make our city so unique. Did you know that for every $100 you spend at a local business, 68 stay in your community? Small businesses provide jobs for 2 out of every 3 Americans, creating a job market of over 56 million people. Again, that's Small Business Week, April 30th through May 6th. Get to know York again, or for the first time, by visiting downtownyorkpa.com.
This is Dustin Hawkinsmith with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show, brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
The Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 8th, righty Zach Treese for Long Island is their new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He worked the final 2 innings last night, 6 up, 6 down, and they'll use him again here today. Now, he needed a good outing last night. Prior to the 2 perfect innings last night, his first 6 games, he'd given up 6 runs, 4 earned in 6 innings, including 6 walks. A couple of home runs allowed. Overall, in 7 games, he's 1-1 with a 4.50. Revs, meanwhile, get Jared Martin up in their bullpen. And Derek Robinson will lead it off for York. Here in the bottom of the 8th, he's 1 for 3 on the day, singled and scored back in the first. 7-2, the Ducks leading it. Trying to take the first 3 in this 4-game, 3-day set. Treese, the long-haired righty, comes home and missed the corner away first offering. It's got the long blonde flow underneath the hat. There's the 1-0, and that's over for a strike. Spot him from a mile away. He looks like an 80s rocker from a hair band. A wind, the pitch, and a ground ball off the end of the bat at second. Reyes toward the middle, got in front, and a sidearm throw on to first. 1 away. Revs will next be home after tonight, Thursday through Sunday, May 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th, hosting Bridgeport. 4-game weekend series and then back on the road for another week. Here's Joel Guzman, who's 0 for 3. Did hit it deep, but lined out and left in the 5th. First pitch is swung on and missed, a slider. The 0-1, and a swing and a miss, breaking ball. With Treese going twice in less than 24 hours, they are able to save their late inning guys if they have a lead in game 2, like Diaz and Ardsma. The 0-2, breaking ball and a called third strike. Swept all the way across the plate and clipped the corner, and Guzman rung up. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. Revs with 1 hit since the 2nd inning. It was Jared Mitchell's bunt single in the 4th. Here's Michael Burgess with 2 away. He's 1 for 2, a single and a walk on the afternoon. First 11 a.m. start of the year. Pitch to Burgess is down low. The 1-0. And a swing and a pop foul out of play, left field side. One, and that bears in tight. 2 balls and a strike. Revs will next play an 11 a.m. game at home on May 31st. It's against Southern Maryland. Baseball and Education Day number 2. Here's a bouncer toward the middle, and right there at short is Lyons. Played him perfectly. Tosses over to first to end the inning. Treese jumped and reached for it with the bare hand, which was ill-advised. His shortstop was right there, and it's a 1-2-3-8. We'll go to the 9th. Revs trail 7-2.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, world-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great BestJet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party platters with $18.93 deli items. BestJet hot dogs go great with BestJet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple BestJet Rising Crust pizzas with 12 packs of BestJet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with BestJet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home for Revolution Baseball. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Yeah. Go to the 9th. Jared Martin will take over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 7-2, Long Island in front. Tough day game for the Revs here today. Parch pitched well in 5 innings, 3 runs, struck out 7. Long Island took the lead with a run in the 5th, and then adding on 2 more in the 6th and 7th. Now Martin will appear here in back-to-back games, 2 unearned runs in an inning last night. This will be his 6th appearance, 5 innings, 4 runs, but only 2 earned. The first earned runs, or I'm sorry, the 2 last night were unearned. Those were not the first 2 earned that he gave up, but overall is certainly impressed with stuff, but trying to cut down on the other base runners with a couple of walks, a couple of hit batters. Has 5 Ks in 5 innings of work. And Mark Krause will lead it off, the cleanup man. This is Martin's first pitch, a fastball, it's a strike. 94 on the outer edge. Krause 2 for 3, 2 RBI singles and a walk. And here comes their first base coach. It's the 0-1, and that missed down and outside. Krause with 7 runs batted in this series. 2, 3, and 2 in the 3 games. 1-1, and a fly ball left center field. Robinson coming in, the wind will knock this one down, and he runs in and makes the catch. 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Lazy fly ball in left. Well, so much for the thought that they were trying to save all of their late inning guys for tonight. David Ardsman, their closer, is up loosening now. Had the save on Monday night. The Revs almost set it up and beat him. Here's Puckett, and he looks at a fastball strike. Puckett 1 for 4, single and a run. 7-2 Long Island here in the 9th. 0-1, and it missed up and away. Jared Martin, during the offseason, is a contractor for AT&T. He fires, and a little nubber in front of the plate. Tejeda out, calls off Martin, makes the throw to first, and there's 2 away. The dreaded ground out to the catcher if you're a hitter. Martin, who's also interested in construction, he says he'd be doing that if not playing baseball. During the offseason, ran jobs in the field for a construction business. He was an underground utility contractor. Talented guy. 2 away, here's Angelo Sonko. Martin the pitch, and it's slapped the other way, base hit to left. Revs had him played toward the middle, the left-hand hitter, that being at short, and Sonko slashed it right where Dent ordinarily would be. A 2-out single the other way, and he's 3 for 5. Hits his last 3 times up, including a home run in the 7th. 13th hit for Long Island today. Last night's 10 was their low here on this visit. Here's Alex Berg, who's 2 for 4 with a double and a run. Martin the pitch, and it misses low. When we're done, we'll wrap up and join the final hour of the Rich Eisen Show. Here's the 1-0. Fastball missed away.
And I'm thinking about all these hits in this series, Daryl, and I'm not really coming up with a good way to slow this team down. It's not that they're hitting a certain location well. I mean, they're really doing a lot with a lot of different pitches in many different locations.
2-0. Fastball, that's in for a strike. They've had a lot of 2-out hits. That's their 5th today out of the 13 total. But yep, all fields. Martin ready, 2-1, And he nails Tejeda's glove, outer half, strike 2 called at 93. Martin, another guy who lists his favorite athlete as Tom Brady, along with Haunton Buchanan, who we mentioned last night. 2-2. And a swing and a loop behind first, but it'll land foul. Hops up over Luis Allen in the bullpen and into the stands. Martin's childhood idol was Ken Griffey Jr. He grew up in Southern California. But Jr. had fans all over the country. Martin climbs back on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, now steps off and kicks at the dirt. We're seeing more guys now from the Ken Griffey Jr. era growing up. He was their favorite. Pitch is looped into right, and that's a hit. Berg sprays it the other way. And it's first and second with 2 outs. A couple years ago when Michael Wirtz was here, he was one of the veteran guys. And his favorite player was Kirby Puckett. He grew up a Twins fan, but he was also a big Gary Gaetti fan from those Twins teams. And Gaetti, of course, managing in this league, but some of the younger guys jumping ahead by about a decade. See a lot of juniors, a lot of Jeters listed. Here's Dan Lyons, who looks at a ball outside. Lyons 1 for 2. He's been on the last 3 times, a single, a hit batter, and a walk. Berg now with a 3-hit game. Pitch, that's inside off Tejeda's glove. Lyons yanking the hands in tight to protect. 14 hits for the Ducks. Kraus with 2, Sonko with 3, Berg with 3. Those are the multi-hit games today. 2-0, and a fastball strike outside Black. Revs have had several innings where they've had the first 2 outs, and then their guys have been out there a lot longer than they'd prefer. 2-1, and it just missed away.
The Ducks have really battled it, both in their individual at-bats, but also as a group. You mentioned the 2-out hits. They've also had a lot of 2-strike hits where they shorten up and get it off the fist, serve it the other way.
Pitch to Lyons, that's right in there, called strike. The full count, and both runners will be on the move. Sonko from second, Berg from first. It's 7-2 Long Island in the 9th. Martin the stretch, payoff pitch. Oh, just missed, down and away. Thought he had him, Martin thought he did as well, as he looks off to the side perturbed. And the inning goes on, bases loaded, with Elmer Reyes coming up. First 2 outs were quick. Lyons on base for the 4th straight time. Here's Reyes, who's 1 for 3. First pitch, swinging a foul back into the net. And a steal and a run in the 2nd. RBI on a hit by pitch in the 6th. Martin, the 0-1, and it missed away. It was his slider.
And I'm not sure Tejeda's seeing the ball real well out of Martin's hand today. He's made a few plays where it seems like he's reacting late with the glove to catch it.
Had to reach on that one. There's the stretch. And the 1-1. That's across for a strike. Like another slider from Martin, who doubled up. 1 and 2. Trying to leave him loaded. Ducks have stranded 8, but they've brought 7 home. On-base percentage is way up there here this series. Time asked for. Monday night they scored 8, left 8. Last night scored 8, left 11. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball at 94. And Jared Martin leaves the bases loaded. 2 singles and a walk, nothing across. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Rebs in need of a big inning, trailing 7-2.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking! That natural walking motion is great for almost everybody, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from ASICS, New Balance, Ryka, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the Sportswear Specialty Store without specialty prices. Flying Feet Sports Shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Rebs will face David Ardsman, the 9th, down 7-2. We're a little past 2. Let's pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Isaiah Tejeda will lead things off here in the bottom of the 9th. Ardsman picked up the save on Monday night. His 5th appearance, 1 win, no losses, 4 innings, 1 run. And the save on Monday where Rebs threatened but could not quite pull the winning hit past Krause at first. First pitch to Tejeda, and a slider a little high. They had the first 2 on Monday night. Pound sacrificed them over. Mitchell hit it hard at first, but with the infield in, Krause picked it, and Ardsman would then get the 3rd out. It was the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, slapped up the middle, diving stop. Reyes at second, climbs to his feet and throws him out. Elmer Reyes, a diving play to the backhand side, 1 away here in the bottom of the 9th. He knew with the catcher running that he'd have time to push himself to his feet and make a good throw. 1 down, and the Rebs still with only 1 hit since the 2nd inning, a bunt hit in the 4th. No hits since then.
15 of the last 16 retired. The lone base runner Ryan Dent on the error by Puckett at 3rd.
Here's Brian Pounds. 0 for 3 today. First pitch is swung on and missed. Sun shining as the wind blows left to right. bit more straight across now than it was earlier in the game. There's the 0-1, and that's in the dirt. Berg is, I would imagine, trying to get out of here. Aardsma just about spiked his catcher. Berg, who's caught in the first 3 games in this series. I would think we'd see Dominic Blanco tonight. The 2-1, and a slider drops in for a strike. Aardsma, first round pick of the Giants about 13 years ago out of Rice University. He actually started his college career at Penn State. It's the 2-2, and a swing and a miss. High fastball gets pounds. That is the 3rd time that he has gone down on strikes today. Ducks have struck out Thomas 3 times. Dennis O'Grady, their starter, in line for the win, but their bullpen's allowed nothing. Here's Jared Mitchell, who's 2 for 3, a homer and a bunt single. Aardsma has his sign from Berg. First pitch hit Mitchell. Oh man, had no chance to get out of the way. That was right in by his ribs. And backing up, you can see him wince as he turns and trots down to first.
Well, I think that got mostly Jersey, but that's not a good place to get hit. Not a lot protecting you from breaking a bone or two there.
And fortunately, I think you're right. It didn't hit him flush. Here's Ryan Dent, who's 0 for 3. Rebs down 7-2 in the 9th. And Aardsma stretches. First pitch to Dent. Fastball up and away. Dent, a former first rounder himself of the Red Sox. Back in 07. Pitch to him, swing and a miss, a fastball. He was another Griffey guy. Listed junior as his favorite, along with Ricky Henderson growing up. Aardsma the stretch. A 1-1. That's in the dirt, blocked by Berg. The first 4 half innings today, each team put up a run in every frame. And Long Island scoring 5 unanswered beginning in the 5th. There's the stretch. 2-1 to Dent, and a foul tip deflected off Berg's helmet and face mask and high up against the screen behind the plate.
You know he can't wait for this game to be over.
Man, he took a bad one in the middle of the game, but he's taken a couple of shots here in the 9th. Just trying to get to the ice or whatever he needs. 2-2. Aardsma ready with it. And the big righty kicks and fires, and a swing and a pop-up foul heading back into the stands, first base side. Right in front of a few remaining kids, one of the last groups here today. Aardsma 6'3", 240. Big league vet. Pitch to Dent, breaking ball, and a foul tip, and excuse me, movement with the hands, and it deflected off his bat. Aardsma 9 major league seasons. He's first alphabetically on the list all time of major leaguers. His name starts with 2 A's. He deals, and a high pop foul. That's out of play off to the right.
Was Hank Aaron 1A or 2?
He was 2.
So he's not far after.
Yeah. Aardsma with 8 different major league teams in his 9 seasons. Now ready. Another 2-2. And a looper, right center field, falling and down for a hit. Lentini plays it barehanded, fires to third. Mitchell beats it. Bill Reuter just got run over inadvertently. And he's flat on his back. Both trainers come out. And both base umpires come running over. My goodness, Aardsma heading over to back up the throw at third base. Didn't see Reuter. The two collided. Bill helped to his feet. Aardsma puts his hand on the umpire's shoulder, and he'll be asked how many fingers is everybody holding up and all of that.
Boy, I've never seen that before. A really fluky play, but understandable considering Aardsma's watching the ball come back in. Reuter's watching the third base bag, so neither one of them saw the other.
I think we've seen it one other time a few years ago, and if I'm not mistaken, that umpire eventually had to leave, but Reuter will head back behind the plate.
Think Aardsma's getting the next borderline call?
Excellent question. Bill Reuter, highly respected in the area. He's from this area. Here's Brandon Thomas. First pitch is up high. But the Revs have their first hit since the 4th inning. In the 4th, it was a bunt. Here in the 9th, it's a bloop, but Dent will take it. 1st and 3rd. 1-0 to Thomas. Fastball over for a strike. He's batted 3 times today, and the Ducks have struck him out 3 times. Long Island 10 strikeouts as a staff. 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul ground, third base side. Puckett is over, shading his eyes, and Berg was about a mile away. Berg, the catcher, didn't have any clue where it was at first. Then he came hustling over toward the backstop, and it landed about 20 feet behind him. He could have saved all those steps. Thomas still alive. It's 1-2.
I don't think he ever looked for the baseball. I think based on Puckett's reaction, he assumed that Cody would catch it. It only landed about 20 feet away from home plate.
Pitch to Thomas, swing and a miss. It was in the dirt. He swung over it. Berg blocks it, lobs it down to first, and the ball game's over. Strikeout 2-3 to end it, and Long Island has taken the first 3 in this series. They win today by a final score of 7-2. So the Revs, who had won the first 3 at home, sweeping Somerset over the weekend, tonight in the nightcap of the Twin Bill will try to avoid being swept, as they'll host the Ducks one more time before heading out on the road.
And Steve Janis getting the start this evening, and with the bullpen the way it's been used the last several days, the way the Ducks have been hitting the ball, it's going to be really key for him to keep the ball in the zone, get ahead of counts, and really minimize the base runners, because the Ducks, again, leading the league in bases stolen as well.
Well, for the Revs in the 9th, no runs on 1 hit. They leave him at the corners. 7-2 is your final. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive.